The next part of today's science lesson will be creating a comic strip. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to hold it horizontally. So not the tall way, this way. And what you're going to do is you can either take and fold it into thirds, or you could even just draw 3 different boxes in order to create the 3 panels that this comic is going to have. So I am going to take and fold it into 3 panels. So here I folded in 1/3 of it, and then the other, it's okay if it's not exact. And then I'm going to unfold it. So now you can see there are 3 parts of my paper. You can even take and draw lines down to separate them if you would like. So you can clearly see your 3 panels. What you are then going to do is you are going to take and choose what habitat you want to represent on your comic strip. There's desert, polar, the tropical rainforest, pond, mountains, grassland. You're going to choose which habitat you want. So let's say I choose the polar region. What I'm going to do in my first panel is I'm going to draw a picture of what the polar region looks like, what this habitat looks like. I might even add in some of the animals that I know are in that habitat. And I'm going to write 2 sentences to explain what my habitat is and maybe some of the animals that I drew. So let's pretend that I drew my picture, and then I'll write my sentence. My habitat is the polar region. Penguins love this icy, cold climate. So I wrote that there, and then I would have my picture above. In the middle panel, you are going to have something affect your habitat. Maybe suddenly there's a drought, or fires, or deforestation, or maybe humans come in and they are knocking things down, to build houses. Maybe they're coming in and doing some construction to build things. So you're going to write what it is that is changing and happening in your habitat. Maybe it's climate change and the temperatures are going up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say in 2 sentences on this panel after I drew my picture of what's changing and happening in my habitat. I'm going to show it in action. So if there's forest fires, I'm going to show this picture having forest fires. Or I'm going to show a construction vehicle knocking down trees. And then I'm going to write my 2 sentences to say what's happening to this habitat. Then in your third panel, you are going to draw a picture of what your habitat now looks like because of this change. What is your habitat going to look like now that there were fires, after the fires happened, or now that humans came in and knocked down trees for deforestation, or they came and they built all these buildings where the pond used to be? And again, you're going to write another 2 sentences. There will be 2 sentences and a picture on the first panel to say what your habitat is and maybe explaining some of the animals that live there or what the climate and habitat is like. Your middle panel is going to say what is happening to your region, what's happening in your habitat. And you can choose from one of the different options like drought, fires, climate change, deforestation, construction. And then on the last panel, you are going to draw another picture of your habitat, this time what it looks like after the change that happened on panel 2. And you're going to write another 2 sentences. So there will be 3 pictures total, 6 sentences total. Your pictures don't have to be detailed. If you just want to sketch it in pencil, that's okay too. If you want to get out your colors and make it artistic and add lots of color, that's fine as well. And then after you've created it, you are going to either take and put a picture of your comic right onto the slides that you are clicking through right now. You could put it on that very last slide. Or if the picture's kind of blurry and it's not coming through super detailed so we can see it clearly, then just take and attach the picture to the Google Classroom assignment. So either way, make sure that you are turning in a picture of what you created in order to get all the points and credit for this assignment. So over the next couple slides, it'll remind you of the task as well as show you the pictures of the different habitats you can choose from, as well as the different changes that could be happening in your habitat to choose one of those as well. Can't wait to see what you do.